Hey y'all, how are you doing? I just got back from the Harley Davidson shop with a LiveWire demo test ride. It's my first time riding a real big boy, you might say, electric motorcycle. I've had electric bicycles, rode multiple electric bicycles actually, but this is the first time on a motorcycle, and oh my goodness, what a difference. However, I think it's time for me to share what I actually thought. I'll break this video down and we'll stop in now and then, and I will actually give you a sample of the test ride. Very impressed with the event, and here we go. This is us getting there. Alright, yes, it's true. On my way, I had to get some sprinkles. However, it was well worth it. Finally made it. It was about an hour drive up to go check these out. Was it worth it? Definitely. Was the rain worth it? Eh. Luckily they didn't cancel me from riding when I got there. There was no rain. We had a little instructor course before we actually got started, just to basically learn the modes.
We have
no clutch, no shifter. You just have throttle. Kind of actually a dream. Just hop on and go.
Gas bikes is you pull the clutch in, you hit the start button, and you give it some gas. Don't do that when you start the bike.
You don't need to do that. You can't rev it. That is one thing I do miss, I'll have to be honest, the actual sound of a motorcycle.
What I'm going to do is I'm just going to
when you just have wind going by your ears and a little bit of whirs.
And then I'm going to let you take it for a ride.
Kind of reminded me basically like somewhere between a play school, a big wheels, a golf cart, and a motorcycle. Kind of mix all those things, three things together, and it's kind of what we're talking about.
How we adjust those settings builds the characteristics of the bike. Okay?
Does have a nice LCD screen that's touchscreen.
Road, sport, rain, and rain.
However,
okay?
I was really disappointed because
I'm going to send you out in rain.
No mapping on it.
Because I want you to get used to the bike. This is the most timid setting for the motorcycle. The idea here is do not slip on a wet surface, right? So the three settings that we change are power, what percentage of the total power the vehicle has to the rear wheel, the regenerative braking, how strong the bike brakes as you let off the throttle, and the third one is the throttle response, how quickly it responds to your input. Okay? So in this setting, we say we have 0% power. Obviously, there's more than zero, or it wouldn't move. The bike feels like about 150cc motorcycle. Very tame, very controllable vehicle. With 15% regenerative braking, when you let the throttle off, that's very low, so the bike will feel like it's coasting. Even though it's given it a little bit of regenerative braking, very little though. So the bike will just kind of coast. And 30% throttle response means that it's just, again, going to be a little sluggish on the throttle. The next setting I always try to describe is the road mode. In this setting, it's going to be a very quick motorcycle because we're giving you 80% of the throttle, or of the power. The regenerative braking is only at 30%, so you're not going to really feel electric vehicle stuff here. Because the regenerative braking is one of the big benefits of electric vehicles. So here it's going to feel like if you were in fifth gear on your gas bike and you rolled the throttle off that engine braking, how that feels kind of draggy. That's what it's going to do. 55% throttle response because that's about what the equivalency is on a gas bike. This is kind of a transitional setting mode. For people who are familiar with gas, still haven't really got themselves dialed into electric and what it can do, this can be helpful. But as you get more used to riding or driving electric vehicles, to pull over, nothing like that.
Right, I didn't, yeah.
Yep. Does it auto cancel or no? It does auto cancel. The other thing that people ask me is with the regenerative braking high and it's decelerating, do I need to hit the brake? Just touch the brake for the light to come on. You don't need to do that.
It auto.
The bike senses the speed and it turns the light on.
To cancel, you just hit the same one again?
Correct. So if I hit that, I'm going. If I hit it again, turns it off. Okay?
Man, I feel cramped.
All right, I first hopped on it. I actually had a hard
I
time.
kind of think it's too small for someone that's 6'4".
Yep. Kind of small. For me,
I think I'm too big.
you were too big, but you got your butt on there anyway.
That's sad.
Don't cry, you'll be okay.
I don't know if
Anyway,
you can put the pegs in a different spot.
no, you can't put the pegs in a different spot. But after riding a little bit, I got a little more comfortable. I am used to actually cruising on a cruiser more so than a sports bike stance. And again, missing the sound of a motorcycle, but I'll have to be honest, the torque of this thing is just incredible. I also have a big dog chopper, and it's like having a Volkswagen engine in between your legs there going off. And this is very similar feel, if not even more torquey. It is just instant acceleration, and that's even on all the modes. Eco mode, sport mode is even insane. Even rain mode. It has a mode for rain so that it doesn't take off too fast and basically allow you or give you the ability to slip the tire out. So it's a little more gentle when the pavement's wet. And that's probably a really good thing because, like I said, it is torquey, and like you could hit that manhole cover right there and just slide out. But I did have it in rain mode, I think, still at the moment because it was currently raining, which it is on my right here. It will stop, which is kind of nice, and then I will go and play with some of the other modes. Again, it has 4 different built-in modes, but you can also, like he said, do your own custom settings with the regen brake, which the regen brake, oh my gosh, it works incredible. Everything works incredible. The only major drawbacks that I've had is, one, I was a little too big for it in my opinion. I need a neck size up. This was like maybe a medium, and I need a large to extra large size bike frame. Just felt like a little bit like a toy. Not quite, but kind of like a toy. I do have multiple electric bikes, and they also kind of sometimes feel like a toy, but this even more so, being 6'4" and about a little over 200
I do miss the
pounds.
heat from the engine when it's a little cold out.
That was another thing I noticed. Like, I was used to getting some warmth when it's cold out. You get a little bit of warmth on your legs. You don't get that. I was changing modes here, and I think I went to sport mode, and it's so torquey. It's just, you could crank that so fast and you zoom. It's just instant. The acceleration is just crazy.
Man.
Yep, I say oh man there because I just can't believe it. It's just so fast. You just instantly can get to your speed.
That mode is insane.
That mode is insane, and if you notice, I stuck it back down. The road mode is good. The eco mode is just fine. Even the rain mode. All of them has enough oomph to get up and go. I really enjoyed the ride. I was just sitting out here cruising, just giving it a check, and oh my gosh, it's just so much fun. I do have a problem, though, with thinking I can only do about 100 miles. That's a little rough. I don't know how many of you guys ride more than 100 miles, but I can easily do that in a weekend. And yes, you can stop and recharge and grab something to eat, and that's what you'll have to do if you have this particular bike. It is probably built more so for commuting, going in town, urban, just to and from work, or I can't say running to the grocery store because I don't see sticking a bike rack of anything on the back. That would be weird. So, I mean, yeah. So for a ride that is maybe like an hour and a half, 2 hours long with a break, grabbing lunch, and then an hour and a half, 2 hours long again, I guess. I still can't, I can't quite put that in my mind how that would work. That being said, I'm kind of excited maybe to version 2. I did talk to him, and there is nothing in the works about a version 2. They have a little smaller version, I guess. but nothing bigger. I was asking if they were going to have a cruiser of any sorts, and at this point, no. As a matter of fact, I don't even think the other competitor that they have, which is I believe Zero, they all have like the sport type bike and a little bit more enduro style. So electric cruiser, maybe not, because more so people go on cruises and you don't want to charge every 100 miles. So I guess that's what that means. I think there's a huge future in this. I really enjoyed, again, the torque that it had. I don't even think I need as much torque on even eco mode that it has. I think I could have even a more mileage saving mode, but I think it's just a matter of when you get up to speed, there is no eco in it. It's going to drink as much juice as it needs to keep it moving forward. But I tell you, the torque that it has is awesome. So yeah, really excited. I think it's a great bike. Just needs to be a little bit bigger for me. I don't know if I can justify the price tag for what value I would get out of it at this point. I think I could probably spend a little less, and I would like to get a little bit more, and what I mean by more, a little bit more mileage. I just don't think we're actually at that point where the battery capacity can do that. I'm just was hoping maybe there was even a, like I said, a super eco mode where you can get more distance. But I don't think that has that ability. Anyway, thank you so much for watching my video. I will finish off here with some great footage of the LiveWire going down the street. It is hot and sexy bike, so and if you notice, most of it is urban riding. So let's go head to town. Oh, there's a little bit of forestry there. Anyway, thank you so much. I think I'm going to highlight some more electronic EV vehicles on my channel, so if you like what you see, be sure to hit the follow button. Wait a minute, this is YouTube, not Twitch. Hit the subscribe button. That's right, like and subscribe. We'll talk to you guys all later. You have a wonderful weekend.